what's going on? Night before
Hello,
Halloween.
hello, everybody.
Here we are on the TME Afterburn. We got some spooky stuff to talk about, and so do you. You can give us a call, 855-622-5619. Spooky time.
Yeah, a little spookiness right before the holiday.
Yeah, got my tactical vest on.
Let's go through what kind of costumes we rocking tonight, guys.
All right, Ghost, what do you got on right now?
What you got, Ghost?
I am simply a ghost. I don't exist.
Ghost, he doesn't exist.
I'm an assassin,
Oh, yeah, you just go. That's it. All right.
and I just don't exist.
It doesn't exist.
All right.
Yeah,
M-Balm, what you got working with here?
You know, the good old-fashioned tactical vest. If I need a grenade in here, I'll put a grenade. If I need a gun strapped to my back, I'll get that done.
I love that vest. I think that was the same model vest I used to have.
I think it is.
Actually.
Yeah. I usually use it for like ghost hunting and stuff like that now. So
Yeah, it holds a lot. You know, you put the EVP recorder, you know, in one of the pockets. Extra camera, or extra batteries.
yeah, all that
when
stuff. Is...
When we went ghost hunting, when we went ghost hunting, a while back.
Yeah.
I don't think they liked that.
No, I don't think the lady.
They did not like us when we wore our tactical vests.
No. She said it was scary.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
a little scared of it. Me, I am the off-duty detective right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Got my little badge, a little holster, shoulder holster,
Yeah.
and my little Irish coffee right here.
Little Irish coffee, good for you. You know.
Yeah.
Puts hair on your chest.
It's been a tough day.
Tough day. Tough
Yeah.
day in the office.
You don't know what kind of shit I had to deal with
I
today.
bet. You know, it's been a long week, man.
Jesus.
Tomorrow's
Work was
Halloween.
tough. Work was tough. Let me tell you, this guy shoots himself in the face
Oh my god.
with a shotgun and with a plunger handle up his ass.
Oh man.
And that's what my day was about. God.
Something.
And like I want to take the gun out and shoot myself.
Oh man.
And have some other detective handle that shit.
Yeah.
Bad of a day, eh? Bad of a day.
Fucking A.
Damn.
Oh, I can't handle this shit.
No. There's a lot of things that people can't handle, and most of the stuff is when it comes to Halloween, there's people out there that can't handle the holiday itself, saying it's a Satan-worshipping holiday, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a bunch of bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here with that stuff.
I don't want to hear any of that. It's a wonderful festive holiday with a lot of
is.
history to learn from it, what actually came out of it, and
Yeah.
what it actually used to be. You
What
know,
it used to be.
what it used to be, and now what they present it to be. You know, so they can get away from the actual truth of what it actually used to been and how it was related to anything. You know, so now it's all sugar-coated happiness, but
Right.
back in the day, no, it really wasn't.
No, exactly. That's a lot of holidays, too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of things were, pagan holidays, too, and all that, and now it's all smiley face Santa Clauses and all that stuff.
Yep.
So. But yeah, Halloween, here we are on October 30th. Tomorrow is October 31st.
Yes, it is.
I know we delved in a little bit about the whole petition to have Halloween on the last Saturday of the month, which I thought was stupid. Let's keep it
Yeah.
on Halloween. Let's keep it
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
31st.
keep it the same fucking day.
Yeah, let's keep it on that. So, with that being said, give us a call, 855-622-5619. We'll probably be on for about a half hour to an hour.
Yeah.
Talking about some spooky-ass
Spooky.
shit.
So it's a spooky night, and we're gonna tell some spooky stories.
Yeah.
And if anybody else out there has a spooky story to
Share them with
share with us, call, text, email. Hit us up. We'd love to hear some more stories.
Yeah, if you're
but-
watching through Facebook, you can comment. We can actually see some of the things on here now.
Yeah.
So I know last week we talked about a little bit about your story that you wanted us to talk about. And I don't know, man. Let's get into that. That was an interesting story.
Yeah, you gotta have to refresh.
Okay.
On what I was gonna talk about.
So this happened back in 2007. This was middle of the day. It was winter. It was snow on the ground. And the night before or so, I think it was the weekend before that, I'm going to put the picture up here real quick. If you lived in Webster or around the area,
Oh yes.
let's talk about
Okay.
this real quick. Now, this...
And do you have the picture?
I do have the picture, so I'm going to put the picture up here right now. This is an old schoolhouse that used to exist off of Old Ridge Road,
Which was next to.
next to the Army Reserve.
Yes.
This school, obviously, as you can see here, was established in 1892. They called it School District Number 3. And with that being said, there's a lot of things, a lot of questions that are in the air about this. Now, I've done some research. There's absolutely nothing on this school that doesn't even show that it exists. There was a Webster book that existed at one point in time in Wegmans.
Yep.
I saw the picture of that, and it shows this school in its heyday. And with that, if you go online, there's literally nothing about
There's
this
nothing.
school.
It
But
doesn't exist.
it caught fire, and supposedly there was deaths, but
Yeah.
there's no information about any of this at this location.
Right.
And it's just, so if anybody has, if there's any
Anything.
of our, anybody who's older than us, who's lived in this area longer than us,
Yeah.
who knows about this location in the schoolhouse,
Seriously.
fill us in.
Fill us in because we want to know more about this.
This place is really obscure.
Yeah. How I stumbled upon this was one night we were, I think, celebrating someone's birthday, and it was like middle of the night, like between 12:30 in the morning to 1:30 in the morning. Pitch black out. Everyone's doing their thing. We're walking the street, and somehow, I don't know, all I remember is ending up in this place, and I'm like, what the hell is this big red building in front of me? I've never seen this here before, and I'm like, okay. First thing I see, okay, building looks like it's in shambles. The side of the side of the school had like
Overgrown shrubbery around it.
Oh yeah, it was overgrown.
Yeah.
So the first thing I do is I look on the left of it, and there's like this little desk that you can climb up to where the roof is. Like the roof is kind of caved in, so there's like a little opening. I go in there, climb in there, and I look down, and there's just nothing but a schoolroom. You can see the chalkboard, the desks, and all that. And it was like middle of the night. All I had was a flip phone. There was no flashlights, no nothing. Smartphones didn't happen yet.
Yeah,
I think iPhone
it was
kind of just
before
released,
some good technology back in the day for us.
So then the basement part.
The basement. I experienced the basement.
Yeah, the basement part
on
of
a
it
different day.
But had like beds and stuff, and it was
This
fucking
is
weird.
really weird.
And
how the layout was of what I seen and what I can recall remembering when I went down there.
So I informed this guy over here about this schoolhouse. I'm like, dude, you gotta go check it out.
Yeah, he found it, and then he dragged me and somebody else along.
Yep.
And then he looked during it. This was during the day, it wasn't at night.
Right, it was during the
midday.
Yeah, it was midday. It was like mid-afternoon. Light out, a little bit of snow on the ground.
We just walked there.
The three of us walked down there. And since I've already been in there, I'm like, all right, you guys go in there.
But you didn't explore the basement part, yo.
I only went into the first
Just
part.
the top floor of the school.
I didn't go too in depth with it because it was pretty damaged. The school was in very bad shape.
All right.
And,
So
so
when
what
me
happened?
and the other person, so we found the hole that led down into the basement on the side of the building. So it was me and this other person. And you stayed outside and kept guard, just in case anybody did like a trespassing, police call on us or something like that.
Right. It's midday. You got the Army Reserve next to us. We need to be careful about this.
All right. So I go in, and me and this other person go in. It's just two people. Harold's outside. We get in there. It's dark. We don't have a flashlight. We weren't even prepared. All we had was a freaking pocket lighter. Literally, that's all we had.
That's all you had, man.
Yeah.
And so it's just two of us downstairs in this basement of this old schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And it's dark. The first room's kind of like when we first came in through the building. Me and the other person were just, slowly like having the lighter in front of us, just slowly looking around, and it was just creepy.
Yeah.
The vibe setting was completely off. I felt extremely uncomfortable. And here's where things took a turn, but I didn't register it until after this whole thing went down.
Yeah.
So during this whole process of me and this other person exploring the basement of this school, apparently there was a third person.
Oh.
And I was completely calm with it because that third person manifest as my buddy Kevin.
I still don't understand how this happened.
I didn't even question that. So instead of two people being there, I was registering, and the other person I was with was registering the same person as me. Both saw and were comfortable with our buddy, supposedly Kevin, being there.
Which is so weird.
And he was never there.
No.
It was just two of us down there.
Yep.
But for some reason, there was a third person exploring with us this whole time. And both of us were completely calm with it,
Yeah.
and we didn't register it until after the whole event.
Wow.
So I mean, I
It
was
actually
there.
took us a while to debunk that because, as we were hanging out with Kevin, we asked him, "Hey, yeah, you remember that day?" He goes, "Yeah, I never went with you guys on that."
Okay, so we're getting a thing saying there's no audio. So let's make
For
sure.
how long?
I don't know. That's weird. I'm
No.
listening. I'm listening in right now. There is audio on the live stream that I have up on here. I can hear it. That's weird. It's our buddy Zookeeper, who's not here with us tonight.
He's
Yes.
not.
Zookeeper and Uber Mike are not here tonight.
Well, Uber Mike's always
unfortunately.
going to bed. He's always going to
Oh
go.
yeah, he's always
sleeping.
Wednesday, he's in bed.
Wednesday
Bye.
nights he's sleeping his ass off. That's why
Little
there's
Mike,
creepy music.
sweet dreams, Mike.
Sleep
dreams,
Uber Mike.
But yeah, so going back to the story.
Yeah.
There's literally no way that Kevin was there because I remember
No, Kevin was never. He was never there.
he was never actually
But
there.
for somehow, the entity that was there and manipulated me at the time made me. He must have chose a form that was comfortable to me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or it, you know.
It's so bizarre.
But it wasn't creepy at all. It was very settling and kind of calming. But just the atmosphere and just holding a light just to navigate through the basement of this place and just finding these beds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
those
these
beds.
beds, like just these like little beds, definitely child size. They weren't like they were like little small twins or something. I don't know. It's just like just seeing these beds
Yeah.
in that kind of
Enclosure.
enclosed place,
Yeah.
Dude, it's very bizarre in there. We got a couple of comments here. So
talk about the DeWitt Road. Yes, we will talk about that house. That was good.
hello
good.
everybody joining us now.
Yes, everybody who's joining us now.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about DeWitt Road. Now, DeWitt, there was a house.
Is that the house I lived at?
The one you
Is this
lived
the one
at.
we're talking about?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
alright,
the
alright.
house has been recently purchased within the last year and a half. It used to be rented out, and it used to be two different portions of the house rented out. Now somebody had bought it, and it's actually being used all as one. I don't know if you've seen it anytime recently, but there was
No, they made it all into one house now?
yeah, it's all one house. Somebody lived in there. They renovated it, all that
shit.
stuff.
Wow.
All right. That's a freaking nice house.
It is a nice house.
And to have I thought it was big just when I lived there during the half
it
of the
was.
size
It
of the
was freaking
house.
huge.
And now if they own the whole that's a
Yeah,
fucking bonus. But there's some stories on there. I believe you have a good one with my mom on that one.
Do I? I don't remember. There was a lot of things going on. I remember on New Year's Eve.
It's either you or Ghost over there. Something about my mom hearing her mom's voice.
Oh, this was on New Year's Eve. I remember this. We were watching Family Guy in the living room, and I remember your mom saying something about hearing that. And a lot of things happened that night. I think Kenny was there, our buddy Kenny, who, if he's watching, hello.
Yeah, hey, what's up, buddy? Haven't
I don't
seen
know,
you in a while.
man. A lot of things happened that night. I actually don't remember too much from that
I
night.
don't remember. Be honest, I think I was upstairs the entire time this was going down.
Could be.
And then after this was all settling down, I was coming down. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I
Why,
believe
why
Kevin
are the
was
lights off? Why are we recording right now?
Yeah, I believe Kevin was there for a hot
Kevin,
minute, too.
maybe, and Kenny.
Yes.
And then you.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
No,
I wasn't even friends with you yet.
No, we haven't
No.
met you yet at this
No.
point.
Nope.
To be honest with you, though, the most active stuff we've had was either at my parents' house
Yes, good times.
or at your place over
Yep.
on Donovan
Yes,
Street.
at Donovan Street.
Now,
Yes.
this gets interesting because
Oh,
we
boy.
got some good stories, guys.
Yes,
on
we
that
do.
house.
we do. And
Well, hang on. Before we get into the stories of that house,
All right,
do
let's-
we have a little history of that house?
Ghost
anybody-
would know.
There is some history with the house. I mean,
Yeah.
the information I was told, there was a family that lived there,
Okay.
and apparently there was a cot next to one of the windows.
This isn't an ordinary cot.
No.
Are you talking about the one in the basement, or are you just telling the story about the guy?
About what happened in the living room?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
So there was a cot where his then couch was,
Okay.
and supposedly a man had died on it. So
So there has been a death in the house.
yes,
Yeah, as we
One
know,
recorded death in the
One
house.
recorded death.
Natural causes?
yes,
All right, so elderly man
Yeah,
in the
old age.
house.
okay, old age.
All right.
But you know,
I didn't know this at the time
We
until
didn't.
some stuff was going down
Yeah,
Yep.
there was a lot of
that
things
were
that
just
a lot of things.
unsettling.
So-
And we have visuals, we have actual
sounds.
manifestations of sounds and physical events too.
And we all witnessed these things.
I
as
witnessed
it. Was
it.
happening.
He's witnessed something, and he's witnessed something in this all same house.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it on the show before.
Yeah, we
was,
did discuss it briefly.
There was a time where all three of us were going up the stairs, and Omen turned to the right to go into
Yeah.
his room, and we go into his room, and he's not there, and we look out the door, and he's coming from the opposite end of the hallway, and we're like,
Yep, from
what
the
just happened?
bathroom.
From
So,
the bathroom,
I mean, what they say, apparently I teleported.
somehow. That's
They,
paranormal. I don't
they
know
saw
how to explain
me as they were coming up the stairs.
We were
they
doing
saw
something.
me walk into my bedroom. I clearly remember I walked into the left to the bathroom.
it. But that must have. So it's so weird because it happened so fast.
Yeah,
And
But
they
we
were
were-
right behind me.
We were literally
Yeah.
doing something.
we
downstairs.
saw him go right, but he actually went left.
Yeah.
So
Now I thought it was just me at first. I'm like, okay, did I just see this? But no, you
No,
saw it.
I saw it.
you saw it too? But
I
me, myself, and
You remember
I
going left?
I went left, I went to the bathroom, and then I
It's so bizarre.
get out of the bathroom, and you guys are looking at me like I just freaking,
Came out of
like
nowhere.
I was dead. Or
Yeah,
some-
yeah.
I don't know. These guys were scared the hell. They're like,
We're like, wait a minute. I was.
they're like, we just saw
confused.
you walk into your bedroom. I don't
We
understand.
didn't know what just
know.
happened.
I was very confused. I was like, I know what I saw.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this
That's
whole
that's
thing-
messed up.
It is messed up. What else is messed up is the couch getting kicked.
Yeah.
We're sitting on the couch. You're sitting on the other chair on the other side of the room.
This, of all the stories, I think this is the most craziest one we've had.
Because
Yeah.
we felt it.
Felt it.
We literally-
the
The
most
couch
active.
moved. Definitely, the couch was not in its same position
No.
after.
No.
We were sitting on this couch, and we were huge into ghost hunting at the time. Setting up little recorders. Videotaping whatever we could with the technology we had at the time. I mean, I'm not saying we're like super professionals, but I'm just saying, this is an experience we
Yeah.
had.
Yes.
So, me and M-Balm are sitting on the couch, pitch black darkness.
Yeah.
We got the EVP recorder on. What's that one light up bar?
The K2 meter.
Yeah, we had the K2 meter going. We had the camera set up.
Yep.
We were just asking questions. And I'm not entirely sure what we were asking at that moment of time.
I think they were
Or
just
even if
basic
we have
questions.
any actual old footage of what happened or recordings. But we asked a question, and it was dead silent. Like, it seemed like all sound in the house just stopped.
No,
It literally.
nothing.
It was quiet.
It was quiet. It was
Eerily
so quiet.
And then, out of nowhere,
And we.
and
just-
then the back of the couch, which is sitting up against a wall, mind you,
Yeah, it was weird.
just gets punched,
literally.
kicked, or
I'm gonna
shoved, or
add right here.
something.
Where the couch was is where that guy died.
Right, and that's we
That's
found that
true.
out afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards, yes, we did find that out
And,
afterwards. Where the
I
couch
did some
was
research
the
and-
actual layout of where the guy died. And this couch gets hit. And
Hard.
me and M-Balm, we leap up and we're like,
Whoa.
what the
I wish
Fuck.
we had
I
video.
was
Just
in a love
happened.
seat kitty corner. To
Yeah,
guys.
you were literally
Yeah.
saw the whole thing.
Yeah,
And you just hear this pound
Just a
in the
bang.
back of the freaking
I see them
Couch.
fly up, and I'm like, yep.
what just
Yeah,
yeah.
that just happened.
Everyone
You were
heard it and we felt it.
Yeah.
And then we I don't know if we kept going that
No,
night.
we
Yeah, I
stopped.
think we stopped.
We
We stopped
stopped.
after that.
There was another occurrence where I was in the bathroom. I was washing my hands.
Is this the same place on Donovan?
Same place,
Same
upstairs.
place?
Yep, in the
Did I
hallway.
hear this one?
I hear footsteps on the wood, and it sounded like someone in boots. But I opened the door, and you weren't out there, and they stopped.
Oh, you told me this. I was actually downstairs at the time.
Yeah, and I closed the door, and I'm like, okay.
And back then,
And-
I did love wearing boots.
Oh yeah, boots are so comfortable.
Yeah.
Anyways, it happened
Right.
again. I waited, and it went away. And then, come to find out, your sister said that one time she heard boots up there, and she called for you, and your niece said that you weren't even upstairs.
Yeah.
There was nobody upstairs.
And I have that same incident pretty much in the same hallway upstairs.
Yeah, me
when
too.
I came home after school. Oh no, it was after work. I wasn't in school at the time. And I just got through the front door. This is midday. And my sister goes, get Lillian. I didn't know that she was literally in the room to the right of me. I didn't know that. All I heard was get Lillian. And I heard little tiny footsteps upstairs that seemed like they were just finishing off the top of the stairs and then walking down the hallway. And I yelled down, Lillian, get down here. And then she's like, what? And then she's literally to the right of me. And I went right upstairs and I was like, what made that fucking noise?
That's when your stomach
Check my
drops,
mom's
man.
room, check my room.
Your
I
heart
went down the
stops.
hallway, bathroom, and then my sister's room.
Yep.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, because you're like, wait a minute, hold on a
I
second.
was like,
what
dude,
did I just hear?
I had to
I've
like,
heard
I had to
Boots say it
process
numerous
that.
times.
See, so we
Not
have
even,
3
the
people that
cats
heard-
weren't even upstairs.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
The fucking cats weren't even upstairs.
And that's a whole different sound, too, when you hear cats and kid.
Yeah.
It's a different sound. But still,
Yeah.
there was nothing upstairs. So what made
Just
those
footsteps in
noises?
general.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
hearing those. And it literally sounded like kid footsteps, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy when you experience these things, you don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
You literally don't even know what to say. So we have a couple comments here.
My mom says, and then me and Kenny said at the breakfast night.
Okay, so we have.
Trina says Kenny.
All right, so
So
they
she's
were
just
at the
elaborating on the one.
yeah, and the one story about the DeWitt.
Yeah, the Wit story when my mom heard about my
That's
mom.
right. That's right. It did say Kenny. I remember that. Okay, so she was basically saying that they were all standing near the breakfast bar and they all heard his or her name 3 times in a low voice, and then after a while,
Yes, I didn't hear. I don't remember that part.
no, I kind of remember the Kenny.
That's all
part.
you. That's all you guys, because I was upstairs.
Okay, so yeah, there was a lot of things going on in that house. So we've been to Rolling Hills,
Yes, we have.
and
Awesome place.
I would suggest going there. I want to go there with a private group. Just
Yes,
us.
dude. We did the whole multiple group people. It was just a ton of people, and you just all fluttered across the whole freaking place. It's not fun.
There's so much.
To me, it's a
activity.
waste of time.
Yeah, there's so much people there that the activity
The
kind of dies
tour,
down.
the tour alone burned off half the time for us.
Yeah, I do like
Maybe
to
not
know
half
the
the
history,
time, but
though.
at least a good. I do like
Yeah.
to know the history too,
that
but
way I
I
know
can
what's
read it
going
online. I don't need a fucking tour for a place that I'm already going to that I'm pretty much already know about.
I think the
Yeah.
private tours take that, or the private investigations take the tour out. I think that's what happens there.
Oh yeah, they fucking better. Or be like, I already been here. I don't need a fucking relap out of
Yeah.
history. Just fucking shut the doors and let's go.
Yeah.
The
leave
one
me alone.
place-
And
I've
we're gonna
been-
do that too. We are going to do an alone session, boys, and
have to.
we're gonna get geared up. Everyone's gonna have a fucking good freaking camera, good HD camera.
I have 2 HD cameras right now to go.
We're
We just gotta
talking
get one more.
1080p.
At
Or
least
even
one more.
if there's any more handheld cameras that are better than that.
Yeah.
I think
Probably
1080p is.
I don't know, in
mean,
this day and
maybe
age,
there is.
probably.
I'm pretty sure expensive, but
There's 4K.
cameras.
Getting 8K.
Do we still
8K
have?
TVs
We got
from-
laser grids right now.
I believe I have a laser grid. We got to figure out how to work it. I'm sure it's easy. It looks very simple. It's like a pen. So yeah, I mean, Rolling Hills is a great place to go. My favorite place in that whole building has got to be Shadow Hallway. Just sitting in that hallway and watching things in the ambient light.
The exit sign.
Yes,
light.
the exit sign.
exit sign light. I mean, when we were actually separated from the other group, and you only get separated from all these other people for like not even more than 2 minutes.
Because somebody always walks right up. and there
Everyone's
they
always
are.
just walks right in front of you, or they're being loud in the other fucking room or some shit. But there's a second where me and you were in that freaking hallway, and we were just looking down,
Yeah.
and it's long.
It is.
And then there's just that one little exit sign light,
Yeah,
and then for a moment you're like, "That's fucking creepy."
it is.
Just for that 1 second, then everyone else ruins it, and then the whole moment's fucking gone.
I just want to take a camera, leave it there in the hallway, and just go explore and do investigations
But
somewhere
they
else.
do not have the full building unlocked.
I
There
think
are
there's
doors that are
certain-
sealed off still.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's due to structural.
It is.
Is it due?
Because-
Am I saying the word right? Structural sounding.
Yeah.
If the part of the building's not structural, like safe, that's probably why they seal it off.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's a bigger conspiracy at foot. we're really not supposed to be in there.
Well, there was a room called the Christmas room, and apparently there was some water damage or roof damage, ceiling
We were
damage.
allowed in there.
No, it was a different room. So
What
when
was
you watch
that room with all the Christmas shit in it?
Yeah,
Did
that
they just
was a
move the room and fooled us?
They did.
Oh, fuck them. Those
No.
motherfuckers.
Well, there was some type of damage.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm going to get them.
Yeah,
That's
get
it.
'em.
So
We're
when you
doing
watch
good.
Ghost Adventures,
Here we go.
I'm going there right now. I'm
the
going to make some
prop
new
over here.
ghosts. Just kidding. That's a joke. Don't take it seriously. I don't need any hate mail.
it's freaking plastic BBs.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's a steel one.
so you
They
got
don't
Ghost
even know.
Adventures. If you watch the Ghost Adventures episode, that Christmas room is no longer available to be entered in because of some type of damage. I think it was water damage or something like that.
Yes.
I talked to one of the guys.
So it's not structurally
last time.
sound.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But there's one place I want to go to that is completely different. It's not even.
Is this the prison place you're talking about?
No, that's another one.
I
This other one I want to go to
Alright.
is about almost 2 hours away. It's about an hour and a half, maybe an hour 40 minutes away. It's called the Hinsdale House.
Ooh.
It's also known as the Dandy House.
Why have I heard this name before?
I don't know. I might have talked about it before.
You may have, but that's not really.
I have listened to a couple podcasts about it this week, and the guy who owns it had talked about how he was sent there with no back history. He gets there, and they make him watch this episode of a haunting called Dark Forest or something like that. And he's watching it. They're explaining that there was like possessions and stuff there, and they had to do exorcisms. And there's a lot of history on this house alone, but not only the house, but the land that the house sits on.
Yeah.
They're talking about Native American backstories. They're talking about a lot of different things that can conjure up some crazy spirits.
Yeah.
Some crazy activity. And I want to go there. Now, you can go there and overnight there. You can literally sleep in that house.
That's what that's what I'm talking. That's the
So,
shit I'm talking about.
I think this would be a crazy experience. And if we do it, we're going to do it and post it
gonna
on the
do it.
M-Bomb Effect.
Yeah.
We'll post that on our
If we
website.
can get there, we'll use
go
our,
live from
We'll
there.
go live on our phones.
If there's even any service out there, it's literally in the middle of
Oh.
nowhere. That's the thing about this. This is crazy. In the middle of nowhere, this house is
We'll
just
do it before and
there.
after.
Before and yeah, well, I mean,
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can show some clips, but we can't we're not
I
gonna
mean, we
broadcast
can
the whole thing.
record video of us
But,
getting there
I
and
mean-
then
Yeah, yeah,
upload it.
So if we do it, we can do the full thing on YouTube
Yeah.
yeah.
in increments, if not a full freaking
We'll,
video.
yeah, we'll video
But still,
it.
yeah. If
edit
we
it.
We'll find
ever get
something out for
around
you.
to that,
If we could just go there and
You hear
experience
that?
something.
you hear that noise?
Yeah.
someone-
I think we should go
Upstairs.
investigate.
Yeah, okay.
There's noises coming from upstairs.
Yeah,
Noisy.
turn off all the lights.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
He's glitching out over here.
Yep.
I am glitching
Yeah, but the
out.
Hinsdale House sounds like a very good spot to go investigate. I would love
Where's
to go
this located again?
investigate
Say, I'm sorry.
this. It's like an hour and 40 minutes away. It's
That's not bad.
towards the southern tier.
It's a nice drive.
Oh, so towards Pennsylvania.
It's
Ish.
Okay,
something
so
like that.
I can't remember what this is called. I'm vaguely remembering this, but there is a haunted stretch of road.
Oh, yes.
Who was telling me about this?
Me.
You?
This is in New Jersey.
Yes.
It
All right.
is-
Yes. I think our audience needs to know about this.
Let me
And
see
to
if
be
I can
honest,
find
I want to
this.
go here.
Let me see what the
A
name of this
haunted
is.
stretch of road.
It's 10 miles
And
long.
yeah, it's a 10-mile stretch of road, and I guess people just disappear on it, or
Awesome.
they get visually mind fucked or something.
So
Something
there's
happens.
Sightings. There's sightings of phantom trucks that tailgate you and try to run you off the road. It's called Clinton Road. Clinton Road.
You found that fast,
in-
actually.
I did.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
It's 162 miles away from our location here in Rochester. It is in West Milford, New Jersey. So basically the story is, it's a 10-mile stretch of road, and there's phantom trucks that follow you, try to run you off the road, and then they disappear. There's a spirit of a little boy that throws quarters back at you. If you throw a quarter in the water,
Awesome.
throws it right back at you. There's sightings of hybrid animals
Oh, dear.
that you're not supposed to see, and there's to be believed that there's witches and stuff that still go there and do all kinds of worship
Witch
and witch
stuff.
stuff, witchcraft.
Yeah.
I think I've heard some other stories on here, too.
You did. There's histories of the mob who used to dump bodies out
Yep.
there in the woods because it's just nothing but wooded areas out
I
there.
mean, if ever there were
I'm
a
not
place-
trying to. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not at all racist, but I think there was some Ku Klux Klan activity out there as well.
Yes, there was some type of.
I hate to throw that out there. I'm
Yeah.
just adding on to the story.
There's a lot of messed up stuff on this.
But that
this
was related to like they took like, but they were like practicing like dark magic out there too,
some type of weird shit.
witchery and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was to the point where people just they avoided the road, and I don't know. It's very weird.
I think we should have a challenge. I think we should drive our cars out there.
Could you
Drive the
imagine
whole
we
10 miles?
Yeah,
The
10
whole 10
mile stretch of road. I think we should all have our own car.
we should go during the day, check it out, and then during the night.
We'll
Yeah.
drive down it.
I think we should hook up some cameras in our car.
Yeah,
Um,
this would be crazy.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really
It's a
good
5-hour
thing.
journey, man, from here. So
Just to get there. So
to get
that's
there.
definitely going to be an overnighter.
yes,
So we'll get a
Oh,
hotel
maybe
out
not.
there.
I mean, it
I
only
mean-
took me.
yeah.
got
I
to
mean,
New York
but
this
City
guy
in a
has
day.
yeah.
But if we're going to do it at night,
Do it right.
if we're going to do it at night, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
need to make a weekend
and that
of this.
depends if we survive or not.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
this
may.
guy over
Yeah, you
here.
know.
So
You know,
so good.
50-50.
Yeah,
Ever
That
the
sounds good to
optimist.
me. Fuck it.
Ever the optimist.
we'll do it live.
Yeah. I mean,
We'll do it
we
live.
tried to.
We
but
tried to.
I don't know if there's any
By the
service
way,
out down this road.
White Claw.
Oh, you just got
Talk slut.
Well, I
Talk
mean,
slut.
there's white. I mean,
Yeah,
there
she's a
was,
talk
but
slut.
a White Claw in here. There was.
was.
I got another up here back.
Okay.
Oh,
I gotta go.
Oh, he's gonna be tough.
Oh, look, he's back.
Then I'm back.
So yeah, man, there's a lot of different things we can talk about when it comes
Oh,
to
yeah.
paranormal.
And if you have your own experiences,
Yeah,
let us know.
let us know. I mean, it's getting to the half-hour mark here. We're 30
Yeah.
minutes in. Yeah, give us an email. The M-Balm@gmail.com. Let us know some of your experiences. We'll read them on the show. Halloween, man, this is not just a Halloween thing for me. This is all the time. I'm thinking about all kinds of different stuff all the time.
Yes.
When it comes to
Yeah.
paranormal, I want to get more into it. I actually want to start a team. That'd be
I
great.
do. Which was definitely one of our ideas in the past.
It was.
Yeah.
Just kind of
And we can
didn't
still
really
do it.
fall together, during our, work schedules and personal lives. Stuff takes a toll, but I think we can definitely
still-
still get this together.
We can.
I know
Would love
something
to.
else that didn't make it.
What's that?
The Paragon.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Oh, he threw that in there.
He
man.
did throw that
It's
in there.
Halloween.
Come on.
It's Halloween.
I had
What's
to
that got to do?
I had
What's
to
that
respect
got to
the
do with
dead.
the Paragon?
respect the dead.
Oh, all right. Who says it's dead?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, who says it's dead?
Yeah, maybe
We
it's
may have a
maybe
couple
it's
surprises.
maybe it's gonna
Charlie,
happen.
it's Charlie Manson.
Maybe it's gonna
down here?
happen in
He
real
He
life.
used to be a fan of that.
Yeah.
Dude,
We had a lot of people. We actually made it on a soap list.
we did. We had a, surprisingly enough, we did make it on an independent
Yeah.
soap list.
I
Yeah,
guess.
that was a fun
We were,
time.
yeah,
It
that
was kind of like a soap opera.
yeah, it was almost.
Which I watched. Don't judge me.
Hey, nothing wrong with a little, was it General Hospital or something like that?
Young and the Restless.
Talk slut.
Young and the Rest.
Yep.
So
What was
yeah.
the other one?
That's the only one I
Oh
watched.
no, Days of Our Lives.
Days
Oh,
of
yeah.
Our
Yes, come on. Is anybody a Days of Our Lives fan out there?
Yeah.
Come on, I used to watch that shit.
Oh, yeah.
But no, come on, text, please
Yes,
call. I
email
want to
us.
hear some. We really
I
want
wanna
to
talk
hear
about
some
something
creepy
really
stories.
What, uh-oh.
Really quick.
All right,
Okay.
a ghost. got
Jeffrey
some-
Epstein.
What?
Epstein.
What are you talking about?
A medical examiner
Oh, yeah, let's talk about this.
examined his body,
Yeah?
and it was proven this guy worked on the OJ case. He worked on the JFK case.
Wait, he examined his body.
He examined Epstein's body, the guy who
When was this?
killed today.
Yeah, I
This
did
was just
Whoa,
released
all right.
today.
briefly
Breaking
hear
news.
about this.
Okay, all right, enlighten me.
And this guy has been working 50 plus years. He's examined over 20,000 bodies. And he
A lot of
said
bodies.
the physical damage that was done to him doesn't happen when people hang themselves.
Yeah,
It
so
was more evident of a strangulation.
he's basically saying that there was somebody that physically did
Somebody
this to him.
strangled him.
I mean,
Well, I
He-
mean, if
he
you're doing
didn't
it
hang
for so many
himself.
years, I think you would tell the difference. So I'm gonna take this guy's word for it.
yeah.
Exactly.
So that's an eye opener.
You
and
know,
Epstein's brother is the guy who hired this medical examiner.
okay.
Okay.
So there is now concrete evidence that he did not kill himself.
See, that's what I'm saying. I was always a skeptic on his
Oh, yeah.
suicide. You know what else I'm a skeptic of? And I don't know if anyone else agrees with me here, but I'm a skeptic of psychics and mediums and stuff like that.
I think you have to believe.
I don't know, man.
I know it sounds silly.
When I saw things like Sylvia Brown saying there was a guy in water, and the
I
lady
remember
goes,
her.
"Wait a minute, that's not possible. He died in the World Trade Center." She tried to still say, no, he still says he's in water. Well, to me, that doesn't make sense. Water. There was no water around the World Trade Center. There's nothing but fire, rubble, asbestos. It was a mess. No water. I don't know. Would the guy get trapped in a bathroom that filled up with water? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
The ultimate bathroom time.
Maybe.
Did he get sprinklers? Did he drown from a
There's
sprinkler?
a lot of pipe systems in the building.
I'm
how much
very-
water is
possible.
running through that building? And the whole thing collapses. I don't know.
I'm just very
Not
skeptical when it comes to these type of things. If somebody can come on the show and do some type of thing that can make me believe, that'd be cool.
You talking about psychics?
Yeah,
Or
something.
just like,
I actually got a tarot cards read to me one time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't hear
bullshit.
about that.
yeah, no.
Bullshit, huh? I don't know.
total utter waste of money.
I'm very skeptical about that stuff. I know there's some con artists out there.
Well,
but,
yeah, you gotta
I
think.
feel like I still believe that there is
It's
a power
possible.
behind there that some people can actually possess and then make it real, and then some people bullshit you.
I mean, maybe there's.
know.
I don't know, but I just to me, I'm very skeptical when it comes to these things because to me, it's like they want you to pay money and they tell you some bullshit and then you go on your merry way and that's it.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like, well, and then these things about, how
Does-
did you know that Uncle so and so did this and that? Well, it's pretty easy. You go
Yeah.
on social media, you do background checks on people, and that's how you can figure out. I mean, the internet is here, folks.
Yeah.
This is not
Our
the
information
1800s.
is online.
Yeah, somebody
yeah,
can just
forever.
figure out who your uncle's name was and how he died or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? It's not hard to do that anymore, folks.
No.
Internet's here, it's live, and anybody can go on there and background check you in a matter of seconds.
And steal your identity.
And steal your identity. They could be you,
Yeah.
not just. Yeah.
Knock
yeah.
on wood.
Everybody fucking knock on wood right now. No one wants that to happen to them.
What, identity
one.
theft? No,
Hell
that's
yeah.
no fun.
That's
I don't
horrible.
fucking want that.
Oh, let's talk about this. There's a comment here by your mom.
Oh
Omen.
God,
The
that-
Ouija board.
Oh.
You were there that night.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't fuck with this shit.
No, neither do
No.
I.
I
That's
do
a-
not
Used to.
fuck with
Used to.
Ouija
Okay,
boards.
so you and her.
And this
actually
was
did
a
some-
wooden board too.
Yeah.
On Donovan
This
Street.
was not that
Me and
cheap
his mom
cardboard
used to go.
plastic shit that you
Nope.
buy. This was a legit.
This was the legit.
wooden
An
board.
original Ouija board.
An original Ouija board, full freaking wood.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.
I observed, and Ghost did too.
I've heard some
I
bad
observed
things.
this, but I did not touch. I did
Nope.
not.
I touched.
I will not mess
I
with
was
the
curious.
spirits.
Yeah.
I was skeptical about it, but
As a lot of people would be, in the beginning.
don't fuck with those things.
So
Yeah.
the person who was controlling the board at the time, and I'll let Ghost take over the story from here.
Who was it?
It was Sam.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. And when come on, all right, it's coming back to you now. When she got the bloody nose.
Whoa. I didn't hear about this.
All right,
What?
I'll take the story.
Yeah.
I'll tell the story. You were there, and I told you, and I
Maybe
made the
he's
I have the
comment.
memory of a goldfish.
Maybe he's
okay?
blocking it out. because
You
it was so-
don't.
I don't
You
remember
don't
what
have
I
a memory
ate.
of goldfish. I got a memory of goldfish. 'Cause
What'd you eat today?
Hey, you forgot.
Shut. All right, no. What I ate today was 3 eggs in a flour tortilla
Yeah.
wrap. I kind of made a.
See,
I
I
kind
don't
of
remember what I
at
ate.
work. I kind of made like a breakfast wrap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I had for fucking eat
Okay,
today.
anyway, story. Yeah.
Anyways, at this is again on Donovan Street.
Okay.
Another scenario. This
Donovan
probably
Street
this
has a lot of shit.
Oh,
going
bringing
yeah,
the
it does.
Ouija board in there probably fucked that whole place up.
Well,
even
on
worse.
top of that, we'll talk
and
about
I
something else.
quote, and I still stand by. I did not touch that shit.
There was a
You did
video
not.
camera found in that house that I want to talk about after this story too.
Yeah, and I want my mom to help me on that one too.
Yeah, that would be great.
Where'd that fucking camera go?
I almost
Because
had
we
it
were supposed to take that when we moved.
and watch it.
And I wanted to know what was on those tapes. It was an old school VHS camcorder.
Yep.
Wow.
And I wanted to. We couldn't power it up at
You
the
guys
time.
found it in the basement.
Yeah, we found it in the basement when we freaking moved in there.
Yes.
Okay, so Ouija board. Ouija
Yes.
board. All right. We were in the dining room behind the living room and then the front door. So it was on the right to the middle of the house.
Yep.
Yep.
So, bust out the Ouija board. That shit makes me uncomfortable. I usually just leave, but this time I wanted to exurb, I was like, let's watch these people
Yeah.
fuck with their own lives. I'm just here to watch.
Yeah, Ouija board's no joke.
No.
So at the time, the person who was actually on the board by themselves. Actually, no, I don't know if anybody was actually with them or not.
No, we did 2 people.
Was it
me and your mom.
2 or 3?
Yeah, it was just me and your mom.
No, but
Maybe
Sam was
Eric
there.
Was Eric there?
I don't know if Eric was there.
I
It was a
don't know.
while ago, so
Yeah,
the story is not 100% there. Our minds have been messed
Fucked
up
up.
by chemicals.
Smooth. Smooth.
Chemicals.
You know.
And so I think it was my mom. Did you really put your hands on that?
Yeah, I did.
So it was my mom, you, and then Sam was in the middle then. So the person in the middle, after answering all these questions, because I think we were asking about the guy who actually died in the house,
Okay.
which I thought was a horrible fucking idea, by the way.
I'm full
It's
of
a good
horrible ideas.
And then we had, what did we have? I think we had 4 lit candles around the board.
Yep.
What's my mom say? And
She says when that kid got the nosebleed, me, Ty, Sam, and Eric, and I think Jesse. Okay, so
Jesse
those-
was there.
apparently-
Sam's the one who got the bloody nose.
Does she remember any of this?
If
Wait,
we
was that when I mentally...
what?
Never mind. That was something different.
Yeah. So during the time, I don't remember Jesse being there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
Oh
either.
no, I think Jesse was there.
He might have been.
Anyways, asking stupid questions around a Ouija board has some stupid fucking effects. And one thing led to another, and the main person, Sam, who was on the base of the Ouija board, just started getting a huge bloody nose.
Yep.
Yep.
Just
That's
straight
not
up
good.
bloody nose. And then we just stopped it from
Stopped.
there. She
Just-
was lightheaded, dizzy, and
Jesus.
she had to lay down for a while until she recuperated. The bleed, it was just a completely random fucking nosebleed
Dude, I don't.
out of nowhere,
it
and she
just-
does not have a history of having
Yeah.
those.
Right.
And I think at that time, during the, it's just too much of a
I had some
coincidence.
experiences
I'm sorry,
in
I
my
believe
old
in that
house,
shit.
too.
Don't fuck with Ouija boards. I'm
Don't,
sorry,
Please
Yeah,
don't.
don't
just don't.
Demons.
I had a guy I worked with who wanted to take a wooden Ouija board, cut it up, and make it a guitar. And I told him, don't do that.
That's
No.
a fucking sick idea.
It was a sick idea.
No idea,
I
bro.
was like,
But-
hold on, man, don't do
So
that.
I
It
mean,
might
I'm
be a bad
saying
idea.
like if you're playing it, you're still using it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's some demonic
so
ritual. And
Needless to
spirits
say-
are gonna be really fucking confused.
Needless to say,
And
here
I'm
we are.
probably sure the idea already exists and
It
it's
probably
probably out there
Oh,
a
yeah.
few times.
Yeah.
But I'm probably sure those guitars are cursed.
Needless to
Oh,
say,
yeah.
6 years later, the guitar never was made. The Ouija board still sits in one piece.
But I'm pretty sure someone's done it.
Oh, yeah, out there, I'm sure it's been done. And if it has been, please let us know. Email
Yeah.
us, the
Let us know.
M-Balm-Effect@gmail.com.
Come on, I know there's somebody out there who has a good ghost story. Somebody
Yeah.
call us.
Somebody
What's
do
the
something.
number?
855-622-5619. We're here for only about, I don't know, what do you want to do, 20 minutes left?
How long have we been going for?
Well, we're at 41
40
minute
minutes.
mark.
Yeah.
All right, we got 20
We'll go
minutes
for an
left,
hour.
folks. Who else has? Who's got a good story?
I had-
Email us, text us, give us
I
a
guess the
call.
phone lines were down for some reason, but we got them back up.
Phone lines are down.
They were down.
I
they were.
extremely apologize for that, folks.
So if you were
if
calling
anybody was trying to call, please try and call again.
I don't know why
Yeah.
that happened, but okay. There's a lot of different stories. We're probably not going to get to them all
Oh,
tonight.
yeah. No.
No, there's stories can go on and on about some paranormal activity shit.
Yeah, I remember when this is back in the mid 90s. And I
Oh,
was
you're going
watching-
old.
Yeah, this is back in my
You're,
house.
you're talking kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. This is my first experience ever with any type of weird shit. We were living in Ontario,
Okay, I got
and I'm in the bathroom washing my hands, and I look in the mirror, and there's this headless figure of a guy with no head. Just he was so deformed from the neck up. He had a blue tattered like windbreaker jacket, and he was walking so like it was like back and forth, but it wasn't your normal back and forth. It was like the front of him turned one side, and then it went strictly like that, and it would do this, and I was like, okay, what? I look to my left. There's nothing on my left. It's just in the mirror, man. Like I'm
Yeah.
like looking. I'm like I jet out of there, and I get my mom, and we get in the bathroom, gone. That was my first ever experience with any type of unexplainable shit. And I still remember it clearly to this day. I don't know.
And you
maybe
don't even know
6
how to
years old.
process that at the time of being that young.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how to explain.
Yeah.
To this day, I still feel like I don't know. It just was the weirdest thing. And ever
Yeah,
since
that's
that day,
definitely fucked.
it was fucked. What kid thinks of a headless dude walking around like that?
Yeah.
They don't. So all these people that back in the day, adults, oh, that's just your imagination. Horse shit, my dude. Not in my imagination.
No.
I have one story when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I've never told anybody.
Okay.
Let's
So
go.
we're gonna be live here on the Afterburn.
So, I'm talking years and years ago. This is the house on 5 Mile.
Oh, I've heard some stories about this.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. From you and Kevin and all that.
No, Kevin was. No, I don't even think Kevin knows about this. So back when I was younger, I've always noticed out of the corner of my eye, there was always a blurry, shadowy figure that looked like he was made out of TV pixels.
Really? Oh.
Yes, but I can only see him out of the corner of my eye. And every time I go to look at him, he'd always disappear.
Yep.
And that went on for a few years. But as I didn't even really question it.
Yeah.
I always noticed it when I was playing video games or was in a room alone. And this is crazy. As I was just growing up as a kid, I just, always saw this like weird TV digital figure. It just standing there. Didn't know what it was or what it represented. Didn't ever try talking to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I just noticed it as a kid. Just always noticed it. And I always try to look and it's gone.
Just gone.
Yeah.
But if I ever sat there and used my peripheral vision, it would stay.
Dude.
And then as I grew up, I saw less and less. Really weird.
Yeah.
There's no communication or there was no like actual interaction.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
And then as I was growing up, I went through middle school, I went through high school, and then I saw him one more time. One more time. And this was at Donovan Street.
So you
I
found
was laying on my futon. And I'm just chilling. Head back. Eyes closed. I hear my name, and I go, and it just goes, Justin. And I open my eyes and look back up because I'm laying on the couch.
Yeah.
There he was.
Just there.
And then that was the last time I
So it's
saw him,
been-
and that was the first time I heard that voice. So I'm gonna put a male voice behind the whole thing
Yeah.
growing up,
Okay.
and that was the last time
So about
I've
10
ever
years
seen
ago.
him. Yeah,
Just about 10 years ago, because the last time you lived there was
just
about
that weird
2010.
digital, just for some reason came back, said my name, and that was it.
Wow.
That is.
I don't know if it was like a guardian spirit or like somebody in
Something.
my bloodline.
Did you feel anything weird, like malevolent? Did you feel anything
at the
that
time
was
of me just like
oppressive?
laying
Not any time. I mean,
or just no, nothing felt like it was like hovering, like nothing felt uneasy.
so
It was
there.
just always there. It was weird. I never talked about it.
That's a weird one, man.
Yeah,
Never
that's-
ever really.
That's something.
That was kind of suppressed up until like us talking about these moments. So all that kind of just came
Just
back to
came
me.
flooding back.
So I kind of like threw that in the vault, my
Wow.
mind vault. Just like I don't know what to do with it.
My
so.
first experience was pretty short and sweet. And I've lived in Webster for most of my life,
Okay.
like 18 plus years.
Yeah.
And it was. I've actually lived in 2 houses on the same street. At the second one, when we became neighbors,
Yeah.
my bedroom was on the right side at the top of the stairs, then my mom's, and then the bathroom was,
Yep.
right
I
there.
remember that layout.
And the sink was up against that back wall in the mirror.
Yeah.
And my mom was in her room and she called me over, and I was in my room. I walked past the bathroom, and just, much like myself tonight, just
This is what you see.
in the mirror.
You saw that.
That, in the mirror.
mirror.
Split second. And I'm like,
Yeah, what do you think at that point? You're like,
Like,
don't
do
know
you
what
turn
the
and
fuck to do.
attack, or like, what do you, I don't know, what'd you do?
No, I just
Saw it
I
and
didn't
you're
know what
like,
the fuck to do. Like,
just, like froze for a second, or
yeah, just
oh my god,
yeah,
this is bringing up like some old feelings.
yeah.
from this
Some old
experience.
feelings, suppressed memories. Apparently for me,
The one that I forgot about, and it just dawned on me.
you know,
So-
sometimes you just forget about shit until you start talking about it.
You know how we used to do the walks, and
What are you talking about, the walks?
like the tactical walks.
Oh, our
yeah.
little tack walks.
Yes, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole. nother
Tack
story.
is short for tactical, if anybody
Yeah.
didn't know. But
So-
yeah,
We went to where the Glen Edith used to be, which is an old restaurant that existed. Now they tore it down over years, and you know that what was it Hillsborough Cove over off of Bay in Webster. We walked over there. Do you remember the one night we walked there? And I don't know if you saw it or not, but I saw somebody or something. I don't know what it was. It did. So when you
wait,
see
are you
this-
talking about that one road that goes down to the
the
to the
dark-
water,
There's no lights in there. It's just one
before the street.
and where that restaurant used to be?
big, right.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But we were in this point.
Was it just me and you?
I think it was just me and you at this point. We were up towards more where people lived, and I don't know if I saw it or if you saw it.
Or no, you're talking about the figure you saw when we were walking on the road.
Yeah.
No, that was from Kenny's house.
No. This must be a different story then.
Oh no, that's Kevin's story.
That's Kevin's story.
Kevin saw the white figure walking down the street.
Yes.
Ooh, Kevin, where are you?
I know Kevin.
Call us and tell us about that fucking moment.
Yeah,
I hope
dude.
you're doing better, by the way.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Should have thrown that out there at the beginning of the show. Kevin Q, hope you're feeling better from all your burns. I really hope you're doing better, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just
All right, so you're talking about
this was maybe a few
off
years.
of Bay Road.
This is probably this is off maybe
Or that-
2013, 2014, maybe even 2015. This is very recent comparatively. But I don't know if you saw it or not, but I saw something that moved so fast. It was like as if it's so when you see something, you know, like
Okay, you see the figure, and then
Yeah.
what? You saw it move.
yeah.
You're just like, that's not possible.
I knew it wasn't right. I think that's the most logical way to say it.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
But you're
right.
kind of like throwing through your mind, like, all right, I
What the fuck
kind of
just
just saw that.
Yeah,
What?
it
How do I? Do you kind of pause for a second? You're like,
Yeah.
how do I process this?
Yeah.
It's pretty much what I saw. Well, not what I saw, but
Like
that's
you're
pretty
not
much
super scared, but you're still like mentally confused.
just like I saw. So I used to work security, and I used to do a couple buildings. I used to do patrols. and
Yes, I love this one. I mean,
So-
I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't. I don't love what happened, but he has a really good story of where he used to work security, and I
So,
like this story.
I used
I
to
don't
work
like how it happened, but
yeah.
yes,
Back
the
in
backstory.
Back in the early '90s. Oh wow, this thing's going off. It's like it's trying to. It's trying to curve us from doing this story.
Right.
Back in the early '90s, if you're from the Rochester area, there was a girl, Kaylee Polton. She was found. Her body was found in a water tank in a boiler room in a building off of Humboldt Street.
Yeah.
I worked that building for a few years, and I would, as I got promoted to supervisor, I did tours in that building. So in that building, the company decided to shut off all the power, and this is back 2016. They would shut off all the lights to save, electric and whatever, save the bills.
Yeah.
So this building, for some reason, the other ones were always lit up. This one was not. So I would sit there in the lobby if I was, covering for somebody in the lobby for them to take a break or whatever, and I would hear like distant chatter between a man and a woman in the executive office area. And it would just go away. I couldn't distinguish what they were saying or anything like that. So I brought it up to my supervisor, and he's like, "Oh, it's just radios." The thing is, there was never radios on in that building that I heard of.
Right.
Because
So-
you could distinguish radio, chatter, and
Oh yeah.
people
There's a
talking.
huge
Yeah.
difference between normal voice and a radio voice.
Yeah.
Right. And then you would hear things slamming, like a door closing. And there's nobody else in the building. Just you and maybe the other guy who's in the break room.
Yeah.
That's it. And every once in a while there'd be somebody who would work late, but you would know they were there. But the nights that you didn't know that you knew that nobody was in the building was when these things would come up. So one night I'm going in the kitchen, in the cafeteria, and I open these double doors. And now on these double doors, there's two windows. They're circular. And I close the doors as I unlock the door to get in the kitchen area.
Getting chills already.
Yeah, dude.
I really
Yeah.
am. I'm really, literally getting chills just hearing this
I
again.
go off my duty belt to get my flashlight. I turn around back because it's pitch black in the kitchen. I turn around towards the doors, and I see this. There's a crack in the middle of the door where you can see the ambient light of the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was blocked. There was some weird. It was like somebody
Something
standing.
obscured the light.
Yes. And as I'm fixing my eyes upon this shadow, as I can explain this,
Yeah.
as I'm trying to make sense of what I'm looking at, it starts moving and running as if it was galloping. Like, you know how a toddler gallops? You know how they run? Like little kids, they run.
They do.
A
Yeah.
weird little, yeah,
Little trot.
a little trot. Yeah, this thing decides to do that. And I could see it through the double doors. So whatever was standing in front of the crack of the door was legitimately running, like moving. And so I bolt through that door, and I turn the corner. There's a long hallway. Nothing. Nobody. Nothing at all. I go, okay, hold on a second. So I finish my tour throughout the building. Nothing else
Yeah,
happens
it's a
that
little
night.
messy. It's
I go to the lobby where the other guy is, and I go, hey, man, you're not going to like what I have to say, but I just saw something or somebody in the building that is not accounted for. Did anybody enter or exit the building in the time that I was doing my tour?
Yeah.
He says no. I go, that's not right, because I saw somebody or something in the cafeteria, and I have lost all track of where they went. So
Wow.
come to find out, nothing was found out about that, but other people have heard doors slamming. They've heard other people talking. So I'm not the only one that has experienced these things
Right.
in that building. That building is very bizarre. The one thing that I've noticed, you know how boiler rooms are supposed to be hot?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the boiler room in that building is never hot. It's always cold, even in the summertime. And
That's weird.
Just to
Jinx.
know, yeah, there you go. I used to look at that boiler, that tank that they found her in, and just it gave me chills, man. Just to think that they pulled her body out of there. It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you know, and then experiencing that. What is happening right now?
I jinxed him. He's not supposed to talk, so every time he talks, I gotta fucking hit him.
Yep.
Oh,
Ryan.
Thank you.
there you go. Let's say Beetlejuice.
I just want to say
No.
it's hard for me to really make the distinction between what's paranormal
What's real?
and what's going on inside my own head, because I myself suffer from acute psychosis, so I naturally see things out of the corner of my eyes,
Right.
and I can't really make the distinction whether it's
See, me just telling you the story of when I saw my figure,
That's
my
what made
digital
me think
figure.
about that.
Yeah, that just hasn't happened in a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I hope me talking about it doesn't actually reoccur and
Yeah.
question my mental
Sanity.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's-
yeah, some good stories tonight. I love
yeah.
these are really good stories tonight.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that somebody would call in tonight because I really wanted to hear someone else's story.
I know it's late, but
If
hey,
anybody
you know,
actually watches this episode after we air, and
Yeah.
if we see you on Saturday, please still call
Yeah,
in
call
and or email us about a story of a paranormal activity or unsettling moment in your life.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear it. We'd love to share it. I think there are some non-believers out there, and I tell you
We
now,
actually have a non-believer amongst us.
in our group,
We do,
yes,
we
Zookeeper.
Zookeeper. I've mentioned
Zookeeper
this.
is not a believer.
He's not. He's very.
He's
I
not a
believe
believer.
Uber Mike is skeptical too.
I think he's half and half.
He's on the
He's on the
border.
More
He's on the
zookeeper
border.
who's a skeptic.
Yes.
But hopefully his story or the stories we shared tonight, hopefully they can watch the episode and then
Yeah.
we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we had a lot of interesting stories.
Yes,
We'll
we
have more in the future.
Yes.
Always.
This is not the only time. We have plenty of stories, and we're gonna probably experience some things in the near future too. As well.
Yeah.
We're gonna plan on some investigations and all that stuff. So
All right, everyone, take care.
yeah,
Yeah.
this guy over here with his gun, and yeah,
Stay spooky.
stay spooky. Have a great Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes,
Happy
everyone have a
Halloween.
great and safe Halloween.
Halloween.
I understand that the weather is going to be really shitty
Oh, remember,
tomorrow.
it's not illegal if you don't get caught.
That's right.
And it's not illegal if you don't get caught. But yes, it's gonna be cold, rainy. If anybody goes out
Windy.
trick or treating,
Yeah.
just bundle up, be safe, don't get sick,
Yeah.
and always check your candy.
Yes.
Please
Always
Check,
check the candy.
I can
check
pull
that
it.
candy.
And walk with your kids to the door.
Yeah,
You don't know who's going to open that door.
Yeah.
You know what happens when it happens.
Yeah. You lose your legs.
Exactly. Until next time.
Yep.
Till next
Good night,
time,
Melissa.
everybody.
See ya.
Have a good night.